All right, what's going on, man? Great Monday to everybody out there. Um, I'm your man OG Troop with the two Hertz with a Z. You can see me on my channel, Truth TV, on the Therapist channel, the Tactician, and Mad Mike podcast, along with Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go over the weekend before I pass it along to the originators, man. Listen, had an interesting weekend, huh? We had Georgia, Texas on Saturday. We had the Falcons, Seahawks on Sunday. Hmm. Let's start with Saturday. Um, Georgia winning to Texas. Georgia being the number 5 ranked team, and Texas being the number 1 ranked team. And also the Georgia winning there, just pretty much they announce their they announce who they are going into um, the week. Excuse me, we're coming up on the first uh, college football playoff standings. To me, Georgia asserted itself as the best team in college football. I don't care where they rank, where they are ranked now. Oregon is not as good as Georgia, and that's not me being a Georgia fan. I'm just calling it for what it is. Georgia's the best team in football. But in that game, it was a lot of plots and subplots, and in that game, it was just a few things that went on in that game that I particularly. First of all, the NCAA got to do something about this inept officiating. It's gotten bad. It's got and it's bad. I'm not just saying this as a Georgia fan because it's bad a lot of ways, but it's terrible. Um, the no call, excuse me, the change call that should never happen. You never change a judgment call in no sport. I don't care what sports playing in any sport, whether it's hockey, soccer, basketball, badminton, football, baseball. It doesn't matter. You don't change a judgment call, and the refs literally changed the judgment call after the Texas football team and fans threw a fucking pity party. That was some of the most low class shit that a fan base could ever do. That shit, excuse me, that some fans could do. I'm not gonna blame the entire fan base, but those people inside that stadium, if you threw a or if you threw a bottle or anything out there, and guess what? It wasn't just Georgia players out there; it was University of Texas players out there too. So you put all those people y'all put all those people in harm's way because y'all was mad about a fucking call in a football game. That shit is unacceptable. And if you did it, you're a sack of shit. If you was there, you did it. You're a sack of shit. I'm not going to indict all Texas fans because just because I can't indict all the Falcons fans and Bulldog fans for the actions of a few dumb motherfuckers. Period. I didn't dig that shit one fucking bit. Now back to the call. You never change the call. It doesn't matter what you think it is. I mean, because if you're a Georgia fan, you'll say it was clearly pass interference. If you're a Texas fan, you will say, it clearly wasn't pass interference. It was interference on somebody. You know, and that's where they fucked up at. You turned it into a no call. It should have been a no call. So contact was created. Now it's all about how you saw it. South side, what's going on? It's all about how you saw it. You may have seen it as, if you're a Georgia fan, you might have seen it as a defender initiated contact. As a Texas fan, you may have seen it as an offensive guy initiated contact. Nevertheless, a play like that, because you almost had a pick six on that. All right. Georgia was going in to hammer Texas, and the officials took over. That ticky tack shit, they need to modify all to that targeting shit. They need to modify all to that shit because, like, I don't know. They need to come up with something. it's just, I don't know. That's an argument that can be had. But uh, let's get to the game. A lot of people. First of all you quarterback watchers, I don't want to hear jack shit about Carson Beck. Okay, and let me tell you why I don't want to hear jack shit about Carson Beck. Don't be mad because y'all some of the ones who don't sit up there and y'all don't put all these high, lofty expectations on that kid, talking about he was a Heisman candidate, and now that he's not living up to what the fuck you said, now you want to sit up here and act the fool. Yes, he threw 3 picks. Okay, generally when a quarterback throw 3 picks, he has to share at least share the responsibility. But let me tell you something. First pick, what Carson got to understand is these guys are not NFL ready. See, Carson is NFL ready. So he's throwing the spots now. He threw to a spot, he got picked. That's the third or fourth time he's done that this year. He's going to have to realize who he got with him. Picks 2 and 3. The second one, hey, if it hit you on the hands, yeah, it was a little high. Hey, I don't want to hear nothing about something. If a guy's 6'4", 6'5", ball hit him on his hand, go get the football. I'm going to talk about another guy who about that size, who played for the Falcons in a minute, who didn't get one yesterday. I think it was, I don't know if it was lucky or dealt. Go get the ball. Lucky and dealt. I know Brock Bowers, listen, I get it. Brock Bowers spoiled us all, but Lucky and dealt need to catch the fucking ball. They dropped too many goddamn passes. Period. And the third pick was on the change call. So you want to sit up here and bitch about 3 picks? Here's the thing. It's amazing because I sit up here and I watch all these folks who claim they know. First thing they do when they want to get in their feelings when you call them out for saying dumb shit is I know football. If you know football, you know all 3 of them picks wasn't on Carson Beck. If you watch the game. And for everybody talking about how horribly he played, you'll sit up here like this stupid motherfucker over here on 92.9 the game. Or sit up here and say, yeah, the receiver, yeah, he had a lot of drops, but he played awful. Okay. Do he play awful if those guys catch the ball? Like, I just don't be getting it. But nevertheless, Georgia asserted his dominance, man. Those kids on defense, that number 11, what was it, number 11? Number 13, I think it was. And I think it was a lineman, number 93. They took over that fucking football game by themselves. I mean, you had everybody else doing their part too, but they took over the football game by themselves. Georgia played. We've been waiting on Georgia to play a teaspoon of defense basically all year because they wasn't even this dominant against Clemson. Georgia played a teaspoon of defense like they did this past Saturday. They're not losing no more this year. They're not losing no more this year. The NCAA did what they were supposed to last year when they fucked Georgia with that when that ball was trapped in the SEC championship game. Only thing that did that derailed Georgia from doing 4 straight because we'll be on our way to our 4th straight right now. Big win. I see where they got the new top 5 out. I see where Oregon is one. We know 2 Oregons. I watched Oregon play. They're not good. They're not good enough. Southside said, yeah, basically 2 straight ejections. Like I mean, they got to do something about that. Southside, they got to do something about that, bro. Like that shit is crazy. I mean, you know what the thing about it? Yeah, Beckett, listen, man. Hey, people got, like I said, people got to just look. People get their lofty expectations. And look, let me tell you some of you fans out there. Hey, man, Mike, what's going on? Y'all could listen. Carson Beck is never shook. I get it, man. When we watching the game all emotionally and shit because we fans, and I get it. Well, some people, man, y'all just go to that emotional typing and shit like Carson Beck ain't shook. Ain't no motherfucker who drive a Lamborghini on campus shook. All right. Now y'all shook because you're scared you're gonna lose your little shit talking battle in the barbershop. Carson Beck is never shook. Sonya, what's going on? So got Florida next. Those two kids, they of course those two kids gotta miss the first half of the Florida game. We should be okay. I'm gonna give a special game ball to the ATN kid. He played damn good on offense, man. He gave us he caught pass for us out the backfield. He kind of stabilized the running game a little bit, even though we beat up in the backfield with injuries. Offensive line did a yeoman's work, and we still without our best player. How about that? We still without Tate Ratliff. Once Tate Ratliff get in there, that's going to look, man, I'm telling you now. Only thing they did last year in the SEC championship against Bama when they fucked us is they stopped. They stopped four straight. They stopped four straight. They just wasn't ready for Kirby to enter Bear Bryant, Nick Saban status. How dare he challenge two Alabama head coaches? All right. Off of that. Before I go to the Falcons, congratulations are in order to the New York Liberty. They were the best team from beginning to end all year, in a pretty good year, and they closed out Minnesota last night in an epic game 5. Bravo to the ladies. They gave us an epic game 5. Okay, Minnesota did not flinch. They battled. They battled New York all the way to the end. That's how you want to see a series end. Liberty finally got their long-awaited, and they wanted the original. Liberty wanted the original teams to come in, and they finally got it done. It was a big moment. You notice it was a big moment for Teaspoon. That kind of softened the blow of what happened with her this year. Teaspoon. I'm talking about Teresa Weatherspoon, who is arguably the greatest New York Liberty basketball player ever. Played for them back when they was on the original team. She just recently, for some strange reason, after 1 year of coaching the Chicago Sky, was relieved of her duties. I'm going to leave my thoughts to myself on that one. But she seemed to be overcome with emotion. Angel Reese was there to support her. Great job, Angel. And Angel also, she had on a jacket. See, people don't want to talk about the positive shit with that girl. Everybody talk about the negative shit. And yes, she got a little baggage. But she had on a nice jacket that was made for her. One half of it had Minnesota. One half of it had the Liberty. And so hey, that was big for her. But great job, New York Liberty coach Sandy Brondello, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, Jonquil Jones. Look, man, they got 3 MVP type players, and the other host of girls who did their thing. I'm just gonna give y'all an overview of yesterday because I'm gonna hand it over to the originators in about 8 minutes. I'm gonna hand it over to the originators. But long story short, Falcons laid an egg yesterday. They just call it for what it is. Let's go on and cut the chase. They laid an egg. I'm gonna tell you my issue, and then we're gonna wrap this shit up, and I'm gonna hand it over to the originators, and I'm gonna let them deal with this shit because I'm gonna tell you now. Listen. I stopped being mad about early in the fourth quarter yesterday. Because I stopped being mad. Why should I give a shit when they showed they didn't? Hey, Maggie T, why? If they don't give a shit, why should I care? They look lifeless. They look lethargic. Yeah, the ref screwed us on call. Guess what, y'all? Newsflash. Been going on for 60 years. The Falcons ain't in no way had to face what the fuck Georgia did Saturday the night before. And Georgia did it on the road in the most hostile environment. Motherfuckers throwing shit at them. Cups, batteries, and shit. And they overcame bullshit from the refs. We supposed to be able to do it. And these guys making money doing this shit. No excuses. Yes, the refs screwed us on a few calls. I felt like. But listen, not being prepared, playing undisciplined football, I got an issue with that shit. And that shit started on the sideline. They need to tighten their shit up over there on the sideline. Raheem Morrison and all that goddamn dancing you're doing over there, get your shit together over there, bro. Because our undisciplined football team, that's a direct reflection of the head coach. Get that shit together. I don't care who like what I say, who got a problem with it. That's what I see. Lack of discipline, that shit on the coach. Zach Robinson, listen, all that he's still learning shit, y'all can throw that shit out the window. Y'all can take that shit, shine it up, turn it sideways, shove it up your ass. I don't want to hear that fucking excuse. Tyler Algier, Bijan Robinson had 110 yards in the first half yesterday's game. They only had 29 in the second half. He need to tighten the fuck up. Jimmy Lake, listen, let me tell you something. You got professional football players over there. They should abolish zone defenses when the other team is on the other side of the 50 inside the 40-yard line. Period. People listen, let me tell y'all something. All of y'all who keep bitching about us need Max Crosby. We don't need no fucking Max Crosby. You know what we need? You know what we need? We need for the folks who get back there because we getting home. We getting home. Just put the man on the ground. I don't want to hear put the man on the ground. We getting home. Put the freaking quarterback on the ground. That's it. Mike, you right about that. We've been getting home. Get him on the ground. Stop all that undisciplined ass running back there like a bat out of hell. You taught how to break down. Got inside 3 minutes before I got to get off here. Get him on the ground. That's it. You got all these guys. You sit up here. You go in the combine. You put 225 on the bar. You push that son bitch up 25, 30 times. 225 pounds. But you get out here in a football game and you got a 225-pound quarterback. You can push 225 pounds upward 25 times, but you can't get a 225 man downward on the ground one time. That shit ain't no excuse. Get him on the ground. I don't know about the scheme being trash. I'm not gonna go that far. I'm not gonna go that far because the scheme wouldn't look as trash if the scheme wouldn't look as trash if these folks, when they get back there, when they get home, get them on the ground. I'm so sick and tired of seeing our guys get penetration in the backfield and the dudes still get a 4-yard gain. That ain't the coach's fault. To your point, Terrell, that ain't the coach's fault. Now, back to that damn zone, I don't understand. Why now, I don't understand why my corners got to play off a man inside the 40-yard line. I don't understand. I don't get it. What you playing off of them for? You got two of the best safeties in football over the top in cover two. Tampa 2, they made up a name called Tampa 2. You know, when I was coming up, it was called cover 2, but they turned it into a Tampa 2. Okay. You got the best safeties in football over the top. Why the hell we in a zone? Why the fuck we in a zone, Jimmy Lake, when we got the best safeties in football over the top in the red zone? Move them goddamn corners up, Get up in these damn receivers' face. If you do that a little bit more, and now them guys up front gonna get home. This shit ain't rocket science. Look here though, I appreciate y'all being here. I just want to give y'all the weekend sports report on you, man. OG Truth with a 2, Hurst with a Z. Look here, the originator about to come on. I'll come on in the next 3 to 4 minutes. So y'all get ready for a long show. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna take me a 15-minute smoke break, and I'll be back with the originators again for Mad Mike Sports. The therapist, because that's I got his group, and everybody in True TV, the originators, heavy hitters, Unholy Alliance, OG and Mr. White TV, the Don, K-Style 6-man K-Style. We always speak the truth. The whole truth. Nothing but the truth. I'll see y'all in a couple days, man. We out.